Hello, creative friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to show you how to download a template, unzip it, and then go ahead and start adding photos to it. We're not going to finish it off today. We're just going to do those getting started steps. I am downloading this template. It is the timeline templates from the Hey Scrapper shop. You can go into your order form. They're all going to look really similar and have a download link. Once it downloads, you can go ahead and open up that downloads folder on your computer. Once you open it, you'll see that it is a zipped file. I use a program called 7-Zip to unzip my files. So whatever you use to unzip your files, go ahead and unzip it. For me, once it's unzipped, you'll see a few things that I will go ahead and delete right away. The first thing that I go ahead and delete is the Mac OS folder. You may not see that on a Mac, but on a Windows, I always see it, and will delete that .ds folder because it's not relevant to me and I don't need to store it. The other things that you'll see inside the zip folder are commonly the TOU, which is the terms of use that the designer puts out. And then also this one has a hello there. When you open it up, you can get a little more information about Liz from Paisley Press. Now, this particular template set has a couple of bonus little word arts in it, and then it also has the 4 different PSD files. I am using Adobe Photoshop for this tutorial, so it recognizes that those are PSD files. I also have Affinity, which will also recognize them as PSD files. So I'm opening each one just to give you an idea of what is in here. And you can see often you'll see a designer label them so you can read what they're called. This particular one has one that is set up towards the baby one. It has just the general milestone, and then it also has the left and the right. That is not always common in a template set that has double, but I do see a lot of designers do that so that you don't have to have this double spread open, or if you want to just use one of the pages, it's really easy to use just one of the pages. Now, what I have done here is I've clicked on that yellow spot that says number 1, and then I simply pulled the photo and I just drag and drop because that's what works for me. But however you want to bring the photo in, and then I did make it smaller because these photo spots are much smaller. And then what I did is I went over to that photo. And there's 2 different ways to do this. I'm showing you the long form first, which is to right click and hit create clipping mask. And that create clipping mask, you'll notice it makes the photo actually indent just a tiny bit above where it is. And what that does is it makes the photo fit into the spot below it. What I wanted to also show you is that if you don't have the spot lined up quite right, your photo is going to disappear. For this particular one, you'll notice my photo spot is actually photo spot 11 over here, but when I pulled in my photo and did my clipping mask, it's on the other side. It's nowhere near the 11, so it's not going to show up and it's like my photo disappears. Once it is over top of the 11 a little bit, you can see I'm able to pull it in and place it and be able to use it the same way that I did photo spots 1 and 3. That is something as a new scrapper that took me a little bit to realize because I often would hit the wrong layer and then I'd be like, where did everything go? Now, for me, I like to use a shortcut key when it's something I use all the time and when it's short. So, for creating clipping masks and releasing clipping masks, it is a Control F in Photoshop unless you've changed it and made it custom. Once you have your photo spots in, for this particular template, you'll notice at the very top it has a spot that it says guide layer. All that guide layer is doing is letting you know which of those photo spots matches up to which of the layers in the side. Not all templates have this, some do. Once you have put your photos in, feel free to delete that layer. You can hide that layer, and then the numbers will go away. But at this point, you won't need them because you've already filled in your photos. I hope that helps you with getting started with a template. Now go forth and be creative.